So Pokken Tournament is being tested in a couple of different Dave & Buster's locations in the US. Now, does this mean we're going to be getting a full localization for the game, or does this mean that Dave & Buster's is going to be the one place we Pokemon fans have to flock to? Let's find out. So before we actually start talking about Pokken Tournament at Dave & Buster's, let's have a brief history on what Pokken Tournament actually is for the few people that don't actually understand it at all. Everything we know about this game started all the way back on August 13th, 2013 during a Pokemon game show in Japan. This screenshot was taken from a Pokemon retrospective video that was shown at this show, detailing some history of the series and the popular games on some of the consoles and what was yet to come for the series itself. Many fans speculated that this screenshot was for a Pokemon Stadium type game for the Wii U. However, this turned out to be false when Game Freak registered 2 trademarks on August 20th, 2013 for the US, one for Pokken Fighters and another for Pokken Tournament. These trademarks obviously had something to do with the screenshots we were teased just a week prior. However, the trademarks being registered in the US has some importance. News on the game went completely silent for about a year. However, on August 26, 2014, a full teaser trailer for the game was revealed showing the game in action. The trailer, however, talked about how the game was going to be released in Japanese arcades in mid-2015. And this had a lot of non-Japanese Pokemon fans worried. Was this game going to be getting any kind of localizations, whether that's arcade or otherwise? The trailer itself was quite entertaining, but left many questions unanswered at the time. Throughout the next year, up until about now, a lot of information came out regarding the game, including the roster, all the different battle stages, how the game was going to work, and how trainers were still actually part of the game. Now, the game is designed for arcades, as most Tekken games are, and is already actually out in Japan. All of this information doesn't really matter at all until you find out that Dave & Buster's is going to be testing Pokken Tournament machines in certain locations. Now, whether or not this actually means that this is going to be a full-on arcade localization for many different arcades, or is some kind of exclusive deal for Dave & Buster's that they have with Bandai Namco, as they are also getting Tekken 7 machines, is unknown at the current time. And there were trademarks registered all the way back 2 years ago for the US. Yes, trademarks for new games, especially big-named games like Pokemon, have to be registered in every different area unless you want somebody to try and steal that name in the first place. However, the game being tested at Dave & Buster's locations is a pretty good sign for this game to be released in some form. Will this game be released on Wii U? No. Probably not. There's another video that's going to be talking about the Wii U's future coming out pretty soon, but to be able to summarize my thoughts on what the Wii U and how it ties into Pokken Tournament is, Nintendo's holding back. Nintendo's holding back a lot, up until they are finally going to be giving out the NX information. And when Nintendo actually feels it is the time to be able to release NX information, there is going to be an enormous torrent of information everywhere, regarding pretty much every game we want to see. So I would not be surprised if a Pokken Tournament console port would be on whatever the NX is going to be. I don't think it'll be released on the Wii U. From what I'm seeing within these gameplay trailers and the actual gameplay we have of the game fully running in Japan, this game looks freaking awesome. Now, it being tested at Dave & Buster's is a good sign. There have been multiple other Japanese arcade releases tested at things like Dave & Buster's. Chuck E. Cheese and other chained arcades have not been confirmed, and pretty much all we know is Dave & Buster's at this current time, but it is really exciting to be able to know that if you have one of these locations near you, you can go and try out the game very, very soon. Now, it should be stated that this information was actually given out during a Reddit AMA, and it is completely confirmed that Pokken Tournament will be available at the Dave & Buster's locations. Whether or not Pokken will be somewhere else or any other kind of arcades, or anybody else will be able to get these arcade machines, or if these cabinets will actually be English localizations or just full-on Japanese cabinets for testing purposes, is unknown. However, I would really expect these to be English translations of the cabinets and not the full Japanese counterpart. The gameplay, however, will remain the same, and it will be very exciting to finally get the hands to be able to play the game somewhere other than Japan. So if any other more information comes out regarding Pokken Tournament, please send me an email, send it in the comments. Please tell me as soon as possible, because I'm very excited for this game. Thanks for watching, guys. As you know, I'm Tyler McVicker. This is Nintendo News Network. If you want to check out my live streams, go check out my Twitch page down below. And thanks for watching, guys. Adios.